Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. What it do? It's your boy, Skeetersteve.
And Nikki B.
And welcome to another episode of Lace Rounds, where we're giving it to you for the culture and body culture.
We're back.
Yes. And it's finally cold in this motherfucker. The cold weather is finally hit.
Yes.
Sweater weather is upon us.
Yes. You see, Steve broke out the Schoolboy Q crew neck, so.
Oh, yeah. Yes. So there will be plenty of more coming. So yeah,
no, coming soon.
Yeah,
you know what? Something about the winter. I said the winter. The winter. Okay, so starting off, but no, something about the winter is the fact that I like dressing warm.
Me too. Me too.
Because I feel like I have more control over the temperature. I can always add on layers. Being out here in this desert, it's just really hard to just really like find that level and all that kind of deal. So I thought winter was going to go above us just simply by it being at the end of October.
Right.
But it came in just in time to make it uncomfortable for the kiddos to trick or treat. Yeah. So.
No, for real. Like I knew it was coming, and it always happens like that. Like every every October, like it starts getting cold, like towards the end, and then as soon as when Halloween comes, it's like.
It's unbearable.
It's like 50, 60 degrees outside, man.
Yes, but man, tell me what you've been up to. It's been a minute, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like we if you guys didn't catch it last week, we had the bonus episode exclusively on YouTube where my guy Skeetersteve held it down and interviewed It's Tope.
Oh yeah, man, shout out to my boy Tope, man. Like real good peoples, man. You know, just was able to, sit down, pick his brain, him telling me what got him into producing, his influence, hip hop influence, and especially like it was just so dope that me and him has the same similar Bay Area influence, like in regards of Bay Area music too as well. Then we got into him linking up with LaRussell and their relationship, and then just not only that though, man, shout out to them, man, because hey Tope, y'all, I see y'all out there in New York, man, like. Y'all moving, like making real, like some real noise, man. Having a packed out show in New York, and then turn around and sold even more extra tickets, and then on top of that, seeing y'all at the Breakfast Club, Sway in the morning. Hey man, salutes to y'all,
making
man.
Moves,
for real,
for sure.
Absolutely though. But if y'all want, the bonus episode is up on our YouTube page, and you could check it out and everything. And not only that though, too, check out his Instagram too as well, man. That man be working, man, and he does a lot for for music, and even credit to artists working with Neff the Pharaoh, E40, and even shockingly too, he did a couple of joints for Little Brother too as well.
Okay. All right. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Shouts out to Little Brother.
Yes.
Legends for sure. That's
dope.
I
mean, you guys won't be disappointed at all, though.
It's coming over to you too, right?
Yes.
Weather.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, that's fantastic. Well, again, thank you guys for continuously staying tapped in. We love it here, and it's just been. It feels like it's been too long, but man, I'm happy to be back on.
Oh no, absolutely, absolutely, and sometimes needing that reset and that recharge is always good, no matter what the circumstances may be. Like we all need that hard reset and that hard recharge. So I mean, hey, feels good to be back in the space, so we could get into all the shit,
the place and the space to be. Absolutely,
yes, absolutely.
So man, aside from that, that's pretty much you did the episodes and everything else. But has there been anything else in the pipeline?
Oh, none. I just been chilling on my free time because your boy officially got fired from his job last week.
Oh man, damn! This turned to a therapy session.
Oh no.
I'm like, I didn't expect. I was like, okay. So all right, well, shit, no. Like we pursuing things on a full time level.
Oh no, because I just for me, maybe it was that time, but maybe I didn't want to per se leave. So hey, I'm just looking at it as God, it's okay, I see what you're doing. You're making this happen. You're doing your end. So two things is gonna happen. You either quit or else I'm gonna force you out.
He has a way of pulling you away from situations, regardless if you're like, no, I don't want to let it go.
Yes.
It's like, I'm taking it's time. It's
right.
Time.
No.
It's
Yeah.
Time. I'm gonna take the
right.
I'm taking. Right. That
like,
kind of deal.
It's like you at your friend house and like y'all playing the video game and like you done got to the boss level and y'all been talking about this whole week and then next thing you know, his mama knock on the door saying that you gotta go. No, I don't want to go. They grab you by the collar of your shirt, pick you up like, hey, you gotta go.
Yeah, that's that what they call it, divine intervention.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is. So, amen to that and salutes. Cheers to better endeavors.
Yeah, or how I look at it, like the famous words from Sister. Go home, Roger.
That's what they were hitting you with. They hit you to go home, Roger. Nah. Like I said, I definitely foresee great things, in the future, and that's great news.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Nothing happens to us; it happens for us.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yes,
that's a bar right there. So.
It is. That was a bar. That was a bar. Man, speaking of all this good stuff, man. So let's get into it, man. Like honorable mention, man.
Rolling right into it. Yes.
Wallow and Gilly the Kid reportedly signs a contract extension for $100 million deal with Barstool Sports for their podcast, $1 million worth of game, and signing a new deal. So I'm saluting this. Why? Because honestly, and I'm just gonna say this, you don't necessarily have to be famous to get these deals. I know people who's not even famous or not even on that level is getting deals like this. So for them to do this, especially for hip hop culture, this lets you know, man, it is enough room for everybody to eat.
Oh, that is, like, this was so inspiring. It wasn't one of those things, I'm jealous. It was definitely one of those inspirational moments, especially the fact that, like you said, $100 million, that's life-changing. That's,
absolutely.
And then the fact that they did it, signing it to Rick Ross's Rich Forever, which was also, like, kind of like almost a double entendre because of all the Gilly the Kid and, the whole situation with him and Rick going back and forth. But no, this was a huge moment for the culture, because it's just letting you know that you can do it too. And when we see these things, we definitely have to salute them, because it's amazing.
No, it is amazing, and it just lets you know, like, hard work never go unnoticed. And this goes for everybody. Like, I know people that's famous or even not famous.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to dope person. His name is Omar. Runs a YouTube channel called Think Media.
Okay.
Where to the point where like they're getting like 5-6 different streams of income, and it's just like off of YouTube, and where they're teaching people how to use equipment like what we're using, cameras, live streaming, and letting people know, hey, you can do this on YouTube too, and there's never too late to start. All you have to do is just start. Mm-hmm. You just have to take that first step. So for them, just doing this, and even just other than outside ventures, you know what I'm saying? Like in regards to like what they got going on. I mean, like this is major. So I like with this, and even in the podcast space, guys, I'm just gonna let you know this leads to other things where not only you getting deals like this, you're getting paid to speak at seminars. You're getting paid to do paid partnerships for clothing brands, or even just to stay at a simple hotel and do it on a review. So, like what I said, it is enough room for everybody to
Yes,
eat.
it is. Absolutely. The universe is infinite.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, though. So, shout out to Wallow and Gilly the Kid, man. Next up, the OG.
The OG, the double OG, triple
OG, Ice-T, celebrating being the longest running male actor in TV history.
Man, that's not a small feat. He's done 21 years on Law and Order Special Victims Unit alone. So, oh my God.
Yeah, that's amazing. And like just even through his acting career, yeah, of course we all know, New Jack City, Law and Order though, but honestly, my favorite.
Breaking?
No, not Breaking, which is dope though, but I loved when he was the evil guy on New York Undercover when he played Danny Cord. Oh my God.
He was, but you know what, though? Like, that shit was don't get me wrong, New Yorker, we can actually do a whole bonus episode on New York Undercover and everything, and just how influential and how like for the culture.
Yes.
But no, like his character, like the way he did that wedding, he was just horrible. He was the worst. But it was so funny because old girl, like Malik Yoba's girl on the show, JT's girl on the show is from New Jack City also.
Yeah.
So it just all came full circle. But yeah, no, that's but you know, so funny too because that's a Dick Wolf show too, just as well as Law and Order. Man, we need those. We need New York Undercover. I know they were talking about trying to bring it back and everything, but you know, it's never as good as the original,
yeah.
But New York Undercover, especially like that intro and the way they would play the songs in the beginning.
Right.
If I could get that box set of like the first few seasons, I'll be so satisfied. Right. But I'm sure I could watch them online. But it was just really flawless the way that they set that whole show up, and then even down to like how we got that taste of the live performances.
Man, amazing.
It wasn't Nipsey. Nipsey was on Martin, but what was the name of their spot on?
Oh, Natalie's. Yeah,
it was somewhere to end. Okay, all right, my guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, because I mean, as a kid, I'm not trying to
with the blue light and all of that. Man. It's like jazzy, but you'll be seeing your favorite entertainers come in there, and they're just like regular. You know, they're not playing them up too much. Right. They just walking in and. Who it was Detective Torres's dad, right?
Yep. No,
but not to take anything away from Ice-T. Congratulations, that's definitely something huge. Just simply because we watch so many rappers take that turn from acting to rapping, and it's like for him. One of my favorite. I'll go on ahead and say it. Like you like the whole New Jack City, and you know, of course, we got you said New Jack City, but New York Undercover. We got Law and Order. But one of my favorite Ice-T appearances was Pimps Up, Hoes Down.
Oh no,
when he played the whole grenade selling situation.
Yeah.
He was like, you know. He's like, what? You know, no, I used to sell grenades.
Man.
When he's talking about how he got his record deal. But ultimately, I just feel like he doesn't get enough credit.
And he did not only that though, but dope movies. Yeah, we know New Jack City, but one of my favorites, next to Juice, Trespass. That's a favorite of mine. Yes. And a lot of people don't know this. Y'all know he did a movie with Denzel Washington called Ricochet. It's a classic. Ricochet is a classic, and I mean the list really goes on and on and on.
He's really in his acting bag. Yes. He's been in it, and the fact that he could even sustain on on Law and Order for 21 years, and then syndication money. I think what was their baby? Okay, so Coco, and then I think the baby name is Chanel, which is his twin. I don't care what nobody says. That little baby looks like a clone of Ice-T. Right. So they're gonna be eating forever. That's another Rich Forever moment, and we love to see a huge salute and congratulations to Ice-T. Thank you for showing us again that we can do it too, and that it is possible.
No, yeah, absolutely. All right, moving on. Let's get into it. Commentary for the culture now. This one is spicy.
I know what y'all think he about to talk about, but not
yet though. But I know how people are gonna feel when I say this. So, but you know what though, I can't even be mad at this because he said it himself. Jadakiss names his top 5 hip hop groups of all time. Jadakiss had revealed his top 5 hip hop groups of all time. He wastes no little time reeling off the first 4 selections, which was NWA, good one. Wu-Tang Clan, good one. Run DMC, I'm on the fence with that one. EPMD, that's a good one. And after some deliberation, the Yonkers native named Mobb Deep as his 5th and final pick. Paying tribute to the late Prodigy. Now, all these groups that he named, and it's like, don't get me wrong, like I understand, like what Ron DMC did for the culture, and I went back and listened to Ron DMC, but I'm not a fan of them like that. Okay. But the other groups, oh yeah, like I fucks with Wu-Tang, I fucks with NWA, and I fucks with EPMD. Hey, Eric Sermon he's a beast, like for real. And then last but not least, like Mobb Deep, like that's a dope 5 though. But here's where the drama comes in. A lot of people just saw like, oh man, why you ain't named the Locks? Like why he ain't named his group? Hey, that's his 5. That's how he feel. maybe his group was inspired by them other 5, and he felt like, okay, like, even though I know people that, you know, possibly most likely put Locks as a top 5, maybe top 10 or top 3, not knocking it, but this is his top 5 that, you know, he pays homage to, got his influence and everything, and people that he listened to.
You know what though? Like, I'm not gonna say like I call BS on it, but I'll just go on ahead and say, like, whenever somebody puts you on the spot for your top 5, it's really it's difficult to answer that question unless you already have it orchestrated in your mind. Like, this is my top 5. Boom, 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 boom. However, like, by him, I feel like it was taking more the modest approach. You know, which this very well could be his unadulterated top 5 for sure. But I feel like he was taking more of the modest approach because it's like what's expected. He's expected to put his group in the top 5. He's expected to do that. So it's like, no, you know, this is a moment for me to go on ahead and shed light to give, you know, flowers to other artists and, you know, other groups that I listened to and came up on, because everybody would be expecting me to put my group in the top 5, which would be kind of more or less like, you know, like I said, you would think it'd be there. So it's kind of sort of, sometimes I'm not trying to play into what others would, you know, expect of me. So that's what I would think that he probably, that might have been that, just, you know, just a speculation.
No, yeah, but, this is true. This is true.
Why he maybe didn't put his in there.
No, absolutely. And, you know, and even, you know, you could even throw the argument in there, you know, throwing Tribe in there and even Outkast in there.
Oh, absolutely. It's quite a few that you could go down and put in there.
Yeah, but I feel like, and this is me, this is my opinion, and this is how I feel like when it comes to hip hop groups. I feel like NWA and Wu-Tang Clan has to be in everyone's either top 5 or top 10. And the reason why I say that, Wu-Tang Clan, they put on for New York for a place that we never heard of. We heard of Brooklyn, we heard of the Bronx, but we never heard of Staten Island.
No, we hadn't.
You got 9 motherfuckers that is dope as coming out of Staten Island.
Dropping pure science.
Yes, Staten Island. And then you move on to the West, you got these 5 young niggas coming from Compton, California.
Absolutely.
And let you know, like, what it's like and what is going on in our neighborhood. And not only that, though, before they even called it gangster rap, it was called reality rap. Let's just keep that real. And just with the beats, the production, and just their wordplay on everything. And how can you not be influenced by that?
I believe, like you said, those are the top 2 are just like they definitely have to stay. Like you said, it kind of gets a little hazy with the Run DMC. It's like, okay, like, you know, were you really standing on the corner with your Adidas? You know, but hey, what do we know? What, you know, Jadakiss is a little seasoned, so it's like, okay. And then also you know, giving respect, because I know that you really you really go back and dig in the crates with the OGs and everything, and you know, the Furious 5 and all of that kind of deal, the hip hop. So like you know, to get to really give the flowers to Run DMC, I totally get it, because even with 50 Cent, Jam Master Jay like really paved the way for him. So you just never know like who's who in a lot of things, like who really inspired who. So top 5 group, thought that was really amazing, in the sense that he went on ahead and took that opportunity to give more of credit and accolades to other artists.
Absolutely.
To just kind of going with, you know, the unspoken. We already know what we should already know. But speaking of groups, you said that JID and Earth Gang was almost about to sign to another artist before J. Cole, huh?
Yeah. That was crazy. JID has admitted that he and Earth Gang were on the verge of signing with another artist before joining J. Cole's Dreamville. He spoke about it earlier in the days of his career, on the verge of signing with Coach K, QC Quality Control.
Oh my goodness!
Yes,
that would have been you know, in all honesty, I you know, God just, again, you just never can deny just the power of God's will, because I don't believe that they would have been a good fit for Quality Control.
You know
what? The fact that they're Atlanta based, I get that part. I get that part. But also with like J. Cole, he has more of like that soulful feel up there where I feel like the culture and the chemistry is just unmatched. Could you imagine JID on the same, like in City Girls or JID and Lil Baby?
Migos,
JID and Lakia. Yeah, like come on now. Like not taking anything away from it, but it's just the point on like the culture of these labels, you know?
No, yeah, absolutely. And I probably like let's just say hypothetically, if that did happen, I would have said it would have been the same energy, like the energy that we got over there at MMG. Now with MMG, you had like that whole that roster, like the okay. Let's look at the roster, the original 5 roster. Okay, you got Ross, Gunplay, Meek Mill, like for the gangsters, Radio Turn Up, and then the music for like the lyrical and the people that love music for music. You have Wale and Stally, and I fucked with Stally, but it's just all like it would be one of those situations where okay, you got this half and that half, but will it work though? And
I will it work because we gotta be let's be completely transparent. Wale did kind of get lost in some of the Maybach music sauce.
Yeah,
so I feel like it's a little difficult on trying to build that balance as opposed to having a label that's concentrated with that type of like culture in that music.
Yeah,
because take TDE for example. Though Schoolboy Q. Is gangster rap, reality rap, whatever you have. Then we got Ab-Soul, which is more conscious rap. Then we got Kendrick, which is pretty much a cross between reality rap and conscious rap. Then we have J-Rock, which is definitely more on the Schoolboy Q side. However, they all blended together nicely. They all were able to come together. And I feel like that was the disconnection with, say, for instance, a Maybach music. But in the sense of Quality Control, you have so much of this more modern kind of like, I won't call it drill. What would you constitute that more trap down there? Okay, more of a trap.
More of a trap sound.
Because is 42 Doug on Quality Control also?
I don't know. You know what?
That's interesting, right? So it's like, but we know for a fact, Lil Baby. We know for a fact the Unc and Few now. We got we got the Migos also, but Unc and Few is what they identify as these days, and we also have City Girls.
See, look, now you made me want to look up who's all on the roster now. So So now, hold on. Yeah, now I'm looking at the roster. Oh shit!
What they say, Killer Mike?
Damn, they just updated it. Migos. The only 2 names you see is Quavo and Takeoff.
They're not playing with that shit. But you know what? I don't even know if they. I seen something. What is it? Because they're having that Louisiana, right?
Yeah.
And on the Louisiana, it says Unc and Few. They don't. So I don't know if they're still gonna claim the Migos name. I know with that recent album, that was a Migos album. It's called Migos.
Right.
But maybe moving forward, they might go under Unc and Few.
Right. Okay. So we got them. We got Lil Baby. We got Lil Yachty. We got Icewear Visa. That was a good pickup for them. City Girls, Lakia, Duke Deuce. That was a good pickup.
This shit sound like Pokemon cards.
Hey, Duke Deuce tight though.
I'm just saying the fact that like the pickup and shit. This shit starting to sound like a Pokemon deck.
Right. Bankroll Freddy, Collision, Layton Green, Jordan Hollywood, Metro Mars, J Fox, Gloss Up, Baby Money, and Destiny.
They got Gloss Up?
Yeah, got Gloss Up.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know who that is.
I'm just fucking
oh my god!
No, not Gloss Up. They got Gloss Up.
Bad.
He's like, hey, we might have to review his album.
But I see, like, glad they went that route with J. Cole, and he even spoke about Rich Homie Quan trying to give them a deal though, but he said the deal was just straight trash.
And it worked out to their benefit because not to minimize Rich Homie Quan's cachet these days, but where's Rich Homie Quan? So it's like, they're exactly where they needed to be. Even with Earth Gang, they were already doing their thing prior to JID and the whole Dreamville. Anyway, I remember being introduced to them back in 2011-ish. So that was real sick, and I feel like they're where they need to be. We would appreciate more music, and if not just like the more music, more of like the tours, more of the promotion, just more. We would we would really value more of seeing these artists together. Like, you know, because JID's about to start touring. I think he's doing something with Smino.
Yeah. I seen that.
You fuck with Smino?
Yeah, I fucks with Smino.
He's pretty sick.
No, yeah, Smino's smooth. All right, moving on. Before we get into the out of pocket segment, I actually like this and I loved what he said about this and stand on this. Marlon Wayans on whether white chicks could succeed now. Society is in a place where we can't laugh anymore. I'm not mad at that. Marlon Williams aired out his frustration with
the... What'd you just call my man?
Marlon.
You said Williams.
Williams. My bad. Marlon Wayans. My bad.
Wait, put some respect on that Wayans name.
Yeah, I gotta put some respect on that Wayne. My bad.
Put some respect on that Wayans name.
My bad.
You did it. We never put too much on it. I just want to, you know.
His frustration with the so-called cancel culture after being asked in an interview with BuzzFeed if comedies like 2004 White Chicks can thrive in 2022. I think they're needed. I don't know what planet we're on, but where you think people don't need laughter, and that's the people that need to be censored and canceled. Wayne said, if a joke is going to get me canceled, thank you for doing me a favor. It's sad that in society, in this place, where we can't laugh anymore. And the 50-year-old continued, I ain't listening to this damn generation. I ain't listening to these folks, these scared-ass people, these scared-ass executives. I'm not mad at it. Okay. Because, I mean, the era that, you know...
We came up in.
Yeah, that we came up in, you know, from shows like Chappelle's Show, Push the Button, and Living Color, Push the Button, Martin, Push the Button. You had all of the Wayne brothers, Push the Button, Jamie Foxx, Push the Button. Like... That's what made comedy.
And not to even mention the shows that came up before that, like fucking Sanford and Son. You got the Jeffersons. Yeah. All those shows, like if you look at that shit, even down to All in the Family, if you kind of cross over, all those shows was really risque. Like you look at those, you look at the shows like I Love Lucy and all that. It's like so many racist undertones within it.
Yeah.
But it's just the point of that was a time and place that we're in. I'm glad that he did address it because even down to the whole white face versus black face and everything, it was just good that they were able to get that movie off at the time they got it off.
Oh, no, yeah, they did.
That movie right now wouldn't be able to transcend the way that it is right now, just with this whole PC culture.
Yes.
And the level of sensitivity, which, you know, in some cases is rightfully so. Who the hell am I to tell anybody on what offends them? Right.
And that's why we still have shows like South Park.
And I love it. I love South Park. Right. And The Simpsons. The Simpsons is still kicking up dust. I just saw the funniest fucking episode ever like a couple of weeks ago, and it was just like, oh my God, they are fucking hilarious. They're still doing it like 35 some years later. But as far as, you know, right now with the, like you said, in Living Color, we had Sideshow Bob.
Yeah.
We had Vera DeMilo.
Right.
We
had Fire Marshal Bill.
I said Sideshow Bob. That's Simpsons.
So, but Sideshow Bob was funny,
Sideshow Bob, and he had his things too. That shout out to Kelsey Grammer. But no, Fire Marshal Bill. We had Wanda. We had the men on film that hated it.
Man, what about Handyman?
Oh my. And you know what? Now that one right now, that does kind of slowly make me feel a little uncomfortable. Look at that.
Handyman wasn't funny though.
Handyman was funny for the time it was funny for, but right now you're not about to get me to sit here and talk about Handyman and do any of those impersonations, those voices, because we already know what that was. But even down to Mad TV, they had their moments and everything as well. They exactly.
No.
Look what I can do. No. But you know what's so funny? Unpopular opinion. Mad TV was way funnier than SNL.
Facts.
Facts. You know, hey, like don't get me wrong, SNL was able to stand the test of time, but Mad TV definitely was funny. For all of my peoples that you remember that Saturday night, those Saturday nights on Fox. You know, Fox was doing numbers at that time. But yeah, to go back to the point, I definitely believe that in these times, those type of movies, it's really, really hard to just make sure that you're checking every box and like that whole level of offense, and because the way that it is with certain words and all of that, it's hard to tote those lines these days. So, especially with the type of comedy that Marlon Wayans does. But what was that? What was that movie? Sextuplets? Did you watch that?
Yeah, I seen that.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, no, Sextuplet was
that was
funny.
funny. That one was funny.
Yeah, that was funny. That was funny though, and I think he's absolutely right because even just like with their family, man, they were known to push the buttons and shit. One of my favorite movies till this day is
I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
That was funny, but I'm a
Scary Movie
2. Scary Movie 2 is like the funniest.
Scary Movie 2 was funny, but you know what? I can't put those above Don't Be a Menace.
You crazy? I would over that, and I'll throw this one in there. I'll even take this one too. I'll take 100 House too. The first one, 100 House was funny.
Nigga, you put 100 House over Don't Be a Menace?
Hell yeah!
Nah, that's okay. All right. So you're telling me that you're gonna put Scary Movie. You'll put Scary Movie or Haunted House over Don't Be a Menace.
Scary Movie 2.
Scary Movie 2. And don't get me wrong, Scary Movie 2 was funny. But it wasn't funnier than Don't Be a Menace.
They both funny.
Okay.
They both.
Okay, but your humor is different from my humor. Okay, so all right, we'll check that out. We'll revisit that. We're gonna table that. No. We're gonna table that. Okay. We're gonna come back to that, and we're gonna ask the people about that. And
I was just about to say that. Yeah, we can ask the people. This is what we're doing. Okay, Don't Be a Menace or Scary Movie 2. We would say Scary Movie 1 though, but Scary Movie 2. Everybody knows Scary Movie 2.
No. Go back to what you just said. Take it back to that Haunted House. What'd you say? Haunted House?
I said Scary Movie 2 first, and then I'll throw a Haunted House. So, but my first initial, if I'm going with my first initial, it has to be Scary Movie 2.
Okay, so I'll take that one. Scary Movie 2 or Don't Be a Menace to drinking your juice in South Central.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay, all right.
All right. Out of
pocket.
All right,
and for those of you guys that are unfamiliar with this segment, this is our segment where we're going ahead and say something going on right now, one of the latest and greatest moments in pop culture that we just feel like is just like, what the hell's going on?
Right, or it was just stupid.
It's just,
stupid. Stupid. Okay. Young Jock accidentally sends a stranger $1,800 and pleads with them to return it. Sorry, brother.
You know what? It's some things that's just like kind of figuratively out of pocket, but this one was actually literally out of pocket.
No, it really was. So because like, why would you? Like, okay,
no, but Zelle can get tricky though.
Yeah, it can.
But they tell you, they give you the warnings, but they tell you need to double check. Yeah. You never said to this person, you need to double check.
Right.
And then, like, well, you know what? The thing that got me with this one, all right, so he sent the money to the stranger, right? And then he asked the stranger to send the money back, right? Which I understand.
Right.
$1,800 regardless as to who you are, young jock, little jock, OG jock, whoever you are. That's some coins, right?
Right.
So he asked them to send it back. And then the person ends up blocking him because it's like, nigga, that's your problem now. Like, whatever, right? So then this is where the out of pocket, like where it actually made the out of pocket, moment of the week is he ends up posting this person's phone number online and asking his followers and asking like everybody who came in contact with that post for them to start blowing this person up to get his $1,800 back. So can I get that Price is Right? Exactly. That's all the sounds. That's all the instruments that we need there. That's the only soundtrack that we need on that one because that's so much violation. I would have got more than $1,800 from you, nigga. I would have really sued you after that point because now you're invading my privacy. Like this person now has to change their number because with that recent. Larry June actually did a drop a couple of weeks ago with the Mr. Midnight, and they did the hoodies and everything. But they I won't say that they fucked up on it, but they put a number on the back of the hoodie, and it was an actual number in San Francisco to a business, and that business like when everybody was getting it, they're thinking that he didn't set up some form of a hotline or whatever the case may be, like on some Mike Jones type shit.
Yeah.
It turned out to be a business, and this business got flooded with calls that day. It's just like, when with that kind of stuff, like you don't really want to play with anybody's numbers, like, and all that stuff. I've been a victim of like the whole spamming situation. And it's not nothing to be.
Man. We all have, man. They need to stop though. But this one was just stupid. Like, if one of my niggas got money, hell no, nigga, I'm not posting your number.
Well, if you if that shit hit me on the $1,800, I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Right? I don't know. Hello, you had the wrong number. The wrong number.
Hey, man, exactly. I don't know what she talking about. Those lost and founds about to drop, sir. So what are you talking about, sir?
Right. Exactly, man.
So it's about that time. We about to go ahead and hit him with the.
Can I kick it? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. First up, we know this nigga's been in the news for anything. I'ma say his name because we know you ain't gonna say his name. So
say his name. Say his name. Candyman. Say his name.
So
don't you dare try to treat this nigga like he Breonna Taylor. Say his name. I don't think he like that anyway. She black.
Right. God damn it. All right, oh my God. Yo, I gotta get through this segment, man. Yay. Adidas terminates partnership with Ye immediately. Adidas had went on board and said Adidas does not tolerate any anti-Semitism, any other hate speech. Ye's recent comments on everything what he's been saying, his actions has been unacceptable, hateful, dangerous, and they violated company values in diversity and inclusion of mutual respect and fairness. After thorough review, the company has taken the decision to terminate the partnership with Ye immediately and end production of the Yeezy branded product and to stop all payments towards Ye and his companies. Adidas will stop the Yeezy business ineffectively. Immediately.
Yep. Okay.
So my thing is this. We get it. I'm with that. I understand that. Definitely understand that. But let's just be honest though. Is people really gonna be still wearing Adidas after that?
It's so funny that you mentioned that because I just saw a video earlier today on TikTok where a guy was like sitting there like with a whole Adidas those IKEA shelves or whatever, and he had his Yeezys like laid out and everything, and he doesn't know what to do with them. I know that right now is kind of a drawback on does people, because I don't, like I said in a previous episode, I don't own not one pair, so I'm not conflicted with that. That's not my bridge to cross. But do you wear the shoes or do you sell them, or are they going to increase in value? Are they going to decrease in value? So I feel like it's kind of like one of those standstill kind of situations. It could either be, a gold mine for some of these resellers right now, or it could actually be, just fool's gold. It could go either way, which I don't know here or there. I'm not a reseller, so I can't really speculate on that.
Bro. All I know, I'm still wearing them motherfuckers. Them some bitches are comfortable. I don't give a fuck.
No, they're comfortable, but you know what? This is one of the things also, and not to like really split hairs on some of the other details on it, is that I did see that Adidas does plan on still manufacturing the shoe, however, not putting his name on it, because with the Yeezys, from what I understand, his name is only in the insole. So I think that that's going to be somewhat of a issue when it comes down to the resellers and everything, because of the fact that you don't know if you got the Yeezys or the Wheezies, and that's going to be one of those things. That's going to be that side of it. But another aspect of it, and this is something with my cousin, that he was actually explaining, was the fact of like pretty much the whole thing that's been going around is like, with the outrage. He's like, from a company standpoint, it's like if you're really going to cut ties with someone and it really signifies what you're saying, it signifies, why continue to mass produce those shoes?
That part, because I'm just gonna be honest, because we know us, like we're fans of the culture and even a part of the sneaker culture. and I said this on social media, but I'm going to say this once again. Let's be real about Adidas. The only two shoes they really give a fuck about is the Shell Toes and the Stan Smiths. The hype of the Ultra Boost, gone. The hype of the NMDs, gone. Hell, even the hype of the Pharrell Human Racers, gone.
You know, Adidas definitely, I don't believe that this was something that they really wanted to do. I believe this was something that they were forced to do.
Yeah. Because even just a couple of days ago, looking at their stock numbers, their stock had dropped like, I want to say by like 5%. And it went from, I want to say from like $80 a share to now, the last time I checked, to like $51 a share. And yeah, y'all for don't know, I do be on my Robinhood shit, trying to knowledge myself up in the stock.
No, but they're plummeting. It's slowly plummeting. And you know, in the smart side of it, I do believe that when they take those type of dives, that's the time to, you know, go on ahead and buy in. But at the same token, with witnessing this, it's like, it's so many different things that kind of comes along with this, because I can't sit here and just really cape for someone reaping the consequences of something I feel as though that they were begging for.
Yeah.
This was something that was like, just really like, hey man, you know, given several different opportunities. And I can't also fault anyone for holding him to a level of consequence when others didn't. Yeah. So that's just like, that's that thing. And, you know, I know how much of a sensitive subject it is for others, but it's like from the corporate side, the difference between, I feel as though some cultures and others is that, like I was explaining to one of my girlfriends the other day, I was like, the difference is that with, you know, for us, for example, with the whole White Lives Matter and all of that kind of situation, because that's been one of the biggest things, like, where was this energy when this happened a couple of weeks ago? Because he's been saying out-of-pocket shit, right? But the difference is like, all right, it's like having somewhat of a blended household. You got a stepchild, right? Yeah. All right, so he's cutting up on the biological parent. And the parent is like, oh, you know, no, it's been like this since the divorce. We, you know, making all these excuses for him. Right. And it's okay, you know, this and that, throwing shoes at him, hitting mom, the whole nine, right? And, you know, being a step parent, you're like, okay, well, hey, I'm going to stay out of y'all business. I'm going to let y'all handle that. That's not none of my business. I'm going to let y'all have it. You like it, I love it. Who am I to say anything differently? Right. But one day, that child takes that to that step parent, and it's one of those moments that it's like, you better than me, and it's not tolerated over there. So I'm not with however anybody feels on Ye telling the truth or Ye was right and all these different catalysts. Honestly, where I stand, hate is hate. Hate is never tolerated. And, you know, it's these are the consequences that comes along with, you know, certain actions, regardless if anybody wants to take it as a point of, you know, the Moses situation. And hey, everybody have your own stance. I could care less. I just feel as though that with this one, this is definitely what comes along. We can all, nobody is above getting fired. And if we're in the difference between he and like the average person is that when he goes out there and he's doing these interviews, is that he's representing his brand, and that is his job. And you can't, you know, like, as far as you can definitely decide that I don't want to mess with these companies because the only reason why I was messing with Adidas or I was messing with Gap is because of his collapse. And that's definitely your prerogative, and you could feel however you want to feel. But it's just the point that for all of us, no one is above the program. Oh no, yeah, and that's what's really coming from that situation. So, but as far as the Adidas and everything, like maintaining their value, and if this is however this is going to go, they're $1 billion corporation. I'm sure they'll figure out a way to work it out. Yeah. It's not my problem. It's above my pay grade. So I'm just gonna go on ahead and sit back and eat my Michael Jackson popcorn on that one.
No, I definitely feel you though, but I like, even just so like for me, like before we move on to the next subject, it's just like another thing that I'm looking at. This is like worst timing, and I get it. They had to force their hand, but it's worst timing because holiday season is right around the corner, and this is where you get most of your sales,
and that's why
from the holiday season.
Absolutely.
So it's all like now, Adidas, y'all done gave Nike free game to fucking to run it up on y'all.
And it's like it's one of those things also. But like I'm not gonna even. Let's not even be, I won't say ignorant, but let's not be blind to the fact that when it comes down to most of these corporations, they're not disconnecting from this man because of any type of moral fiber or anything that's just like, oh, it's my moral obligation. I feel as though that their hands are forced to do so. And, the difference between our culture and their, and others' cultures is that we fight from the bottom up, right? Yeah. The bottom up in the sense of we fight with numbers in the sense of we gonna boycott you. We not gonna do this. We not gonna do that. Right. But even in the sense of some of these Gucci boycotts, half the niggas is like we not fucking with Gucci. The other half is like I'm still gonna wear my shit. I don't care. Right. And the difference between our culture and their culture is that they don't need every member of their culture to participate in their boycotts. Right. No, with us, it's like from them, it's like, okay, it's 4 or 5 people make these calls like shut that shit down. We not fucking with it. With us, we don't have that level of representation. So it's like we need all these people to go on ahead and participate in order for us to like really be heard, as opposed to actually trying to figure out how we can establish that type of form of representation from the top. So that's what I'm saying. The difference between our situation on why, certain results aren't being had is because we're fighting from the bottom to the top. They're fighting from the top to the bottom. Yeah. Where it's like getting a council type of call, a corporate call, and it's like 4 or 5 people making this decision. And it doesn't matter if every person that's a part of that culture agrees with the boycott or not. It's been done, so shall it be done. It's been said, so shall it be done. And that's the way it's carried out. But with us, it's like, well, half of the people don't believe that these consequences are, should be had out, like that he deserves what's going on. And then the other half is like, shit, I don't care. Like, let it go on with the Samuel L. Jackson voice, I'll be dying, I'll be burning in hell type shit. Right. That's like it's a half and half type of deal. But the reason why you see different results on that situation is because they're not relying on the average person to really carry out their orders. It's like if you're offended, you're offended. Yes. But this is the way we're standing up for ourselves. And and that's something that I feel like we can all learn from in the sense of trying to establish that type of representation for us, because when it comes down to it, we can't ignore the fact that we are not heard.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You up here talking your shit today. All right, moving along. This one.
Hey, that's the one though. This the one that Air Jordan lost and found. I just mentioned that. Yeah.
Motherfuckers. The Air Jordan 1 lost and found.
I'm not gonna even lie. Not going back to that one. I don't think Adidas was gonna have any contenders if they tried. This holiday season getting pretty wild. That the Starfish has just dropped, and then we're about to get these lost and founds.
And then not to mention the cherry red 11s in December.
Are you feeling those?
No.
Okay, so no. But you know what? They're not the worst, but I do prefer the lows because those were the ones that, just kind of take you back to the time.
I've said this and I'm gonna say this again. Jordan 11s is the most uncomfortable sneaker ever known to man.
You're kind of like but it's like a bias type of deal. You already have you have reservations against 11, so
I like 11s, but
you do like them. Okay, so I just want to make sure you do like them because I'm like, hey, it's not a conversation to be had if you don't like.
You're not wearing them motherfuckers every day though.
No, not at all. It's not as much like because they're just real narrow.
They hurt.
Yeah.
They hurt.
Okay, so hold on. What do you think the most comfortable Jordan is?
Oh, that's easy. It's down to these two. Jordan 7 and a 10. Jordan 7 and the 10s. The 7 and the 10s are the most comfortable Jordans in their silhouette. The 6s, like the first couple of waves of 6s was terrible, but now I love 6s. I got like 3 pair of them motherfuckers. Them motherfuckers is comfortable. I can wear those all day.
Unpopular opinion. I know that some people feel a way about the 3s and everything. Yeah. But the 4s are really uncomfortable to me. Like on an all day type of deal. I'm not gonna be at a theme park and else. But the most comfortable Jordan, in my personal opinion, are 9s.
You know what? I heard a couple people say that too.
9s are really comfortable.
No, like for real.
Let's not get beside ourselves. These lost and found. Yeah.
Man, let's get into this shit. Okay, so apparently they said they got over 500,000 pairs.
Hopefully none of them are in Memphis.
That part, they probably were. Some of them are.
I didn't see those niggas selling those though.
But all I know, I think they are, but they're just waiting because I know not too long ago I just seen like I forgot what college it was. And all of these motherfuckers had on the cherry red.
Oh,
the cherry red 11.
But you know what? That was Howard. That was Howard for the marching band. But I feel as though that might have been something that they like worked out directly through Nike because you know they just have that. Was it the Howard 6s or 7s that they did?
Oh yeah, the Jordan. Yeah.
You need to review those. Yeah,
those
were really slick, and they've been doing a whole lot of HBCU combinations. Right?
Oh no, yeah, but these motherfuckers right here, I don't believe it one bit because there's already photos circulating that motherfuckers are backdooring these already. And they ain't even dropped yet. But we knew this was gonna happen. We knew this was gonna happen.
As long as I know some people are talking about trying to get 2 pairs or whatever the case may be. As long as I can get 1 pair, I'm really happy about that. I'm just really I'm a little disappointed in the fact that I'm not gonna be able to get that unique packaging because of my shoe size.
You're gonna get it.
I hope so.
You're gonna get it.
I was able to look up on the black and yellow Nike for the Pollens. Oh. That one I was able to get that one. But 9 times out of 10 they don't really be trying to do the special packaging for us. We'd be lucky if we get a keychain most of the time. Yeah, they do. You be over here talking so much shit about my shoe size, but I'm telling you it's hard out here for a pimp.
Man, but I don't. Okay,
yeah. That side of it, because I like bells and whistles. I like tricks. I like all that kind of shit. I like extras. I like the little extras. I don't,
I hate the fact you said bells and whistles.
Yeah, the bells. I like them, but it's like we don't get it. But for most of you guys, I know you guys are familiar with the Lost and Founds. They're talking about they're going to be giving us over 500,000 pairs of these. That will remain to be seen. We shall see how that goes. But these are going to be an amazing pickup. They should be releasing sometime next month. So everybody be on the lookout. If you guys did not catch those starfishes that were released pretty much today, right? They came out today.
And I think that's another one that I probably might have to go back.
Oh yeah. Cake's already been baked, Woody. Yeah. You know what? It's not as difficult on that app as I heard it was these days. I don't know. My homegirl hit earlier. Shout out to you, Bugalow. She hit earlier. She sent me the screenshot and shit, because it just be so much. It's like seeing a unicorn now when you get the Gothams, but those motherfuckers, those was smooth. So,
but no, they definitely was smooth, and so many things you could do with that orange and brown. Even though I have the starfish slow, but I wouldn't mind.
Oh, the pies is a different animal.
Yeah.
The only thing that I'll say is disappointing about those is the fact that they didn't incorporate alternate laces, because I feel like the brown laces or the sail laces would really sell it off.
Yeah.
Shout out to you though. When we were out there at the Revolt Summit and you hit me with the on those Chanel Jordans, the varsities, and you hit those sail laces in there. You're like, hey, don't do the red ones, do the sail.
And not for nothing, when we went out there, all the females had the red ones in. Hey. You was the one that was standing out and being different from everybody else.
I just do that. But you hooked it up. You definitely that was you for sure.
Oh, no, yeah.
And if you guys want some looks on the looks, just go check out our page. But that was definitely the shoe style by Steven. Hey, that got a ring to it.
Shoe style
you out here freelancing this shit style by Steven. I'm gonna trademark that one. I'm gonna get an LLC on that. I'm gonna get an LLC. But no, getting into this one, we got the kids trunks versus the future trunks. Dunk concepts. The thing about these dunk concepts is that they really, really it's a gift and it's a curse, because the gift part is that these motherfuckers look sensational. The curse is if are we gonna ever get these?
But it's like one of those things, like, you never know until it's put out there, and they actually do it, because throughout sneaker history, we seen a lot of concepts, and then as years pass by, they really actually ain't gonna go do them. But this right here,
I would go get the shoes and give them to what was my guy? Is it Match? The dude that does the cleats? He does.
Oh yeah.
He does the customized ones. But I would actually personally go get these, because I'm not really a huge fan of customized shoes for the most part. Just simply because don't get me wrong, it's so much you can do with them, but it just kind of seems almost like a bootleg shoe sometimes.
Oh no, yeah.
So I know that they kind of get a lot of slack, but these right here, the way that they actually laid them out, and, for you guys that are gonna get the visuals on these, you guys know exactly what I mean when I mean what I say, what I mean on these. These are fucking sick.
Right, they both dope. The kid trunks and the future trunks.
And I would hope they would make that one pair, because that would be so sick on some on some do-si-do type situation.
Oh no, yeah,
as opposed
absolutely.
to doing two, separate pairs, doing one pair of the future and the kid trunks. And this is definitely a huge nod to my DBZ fans.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. And like when I came across that concept, I was just all like, man, that shit is amazing, and would love to see it though, because anytime when concepts happens, like it's not them trademarking, just them really doing a collab. Like we saw the collab with South Park, and then at one point Adidas did a collab with the whole Dragon Ball shit, and that shit was terrible. That didn't work out.
And I don't know if Puma did also, but it's like sometimes with these collaborations, it's a hit and miss, because I saw that Adidas is doing one with the Simpsons right now, and I definitely preferred the Vans collaboration. I didn't really like, because they I saw one portion where they had the Homer where he was backing back into the grass, and I was like, this shit.
No, just
hitting.
like even like with Vans, like what you said, going back with Vans, I like Vans Toy Story collab a little bit better than when Reebok had.
The Vans Toy Story one, that was really good. I got Cairo and my God Kids those motherfuckers was hard.
Those was amazing. And even just going back, I remember, I want to say, was it 2007 or 2008? I remember Vans did a collab with Nintendo, and they dropped like a whole little Nintendo collab, and one of the Vans OG High was the original Nintendo controller too.
That shit hard.
I'm one of those things I had in my stash and I sold like a dummy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, you got to wear them and you got to sit on them. I don't think that this one was an official one, but I have those N64 Air Max 97s, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know.
Where those weren't official though.
No, it was
they just with the color where they were reminiscent of it. But those motherfuckers, and I think the resale on those are actually, they went up, because I'll be going on there, even though I don't really fuck with the resale. I like checking the value of my sneakers, like they shit, like they fucking stocks or whatever.
Right.
But that was a cool little colorway. But last but not least, we got these social status Nike Air Penny 2s. These motherfuckers are cold.
Oh yes. I'm definitely feeling these. This university blue and that cream nutbuck, with the reflector Pippin splitting on the respective colors, and them, co-branding with social status, and on the Nike scene on the lateral oval near the ankle. You know what I'm saying? The white midsole extends into the midfoot on the lateral side, which features a forefront of the Zoom Air unit and an Air Max unit seen in the heel of the social status, and Nike Air Penny is scheduled to release the drop on via socialstatuspush.com November 4th, and it's retailing at $200. I ain't gonna lie, a couple of these penny drops they've been doing, the motherfuckers been hitting.
They have been.
They've been hitting.
There's actually what was the last one that they just released a couple of weeks ago?
I want to say, what penny number is that?
Was it a 2?
I think so.
It was a 2, but it's actually
it's
sitting on sneakers right now. But the pennies, like, I know a lot of people really move towards the foam posits, but the penny 2s, oh my gosh, that's definitely a nostalgic pair. I'm, like, not to take anything away from the pennies, but I can't wait for them to start bringing out those Pippins.
Oh no, yes, me too. Me too. Like, I'm excited because I do need some pennies. I do need some Pippins. I gotta go back and go get the Gary Paytons, the son of a gloves. Like, I just feel like it's certain shoes, and this is me, like, as a sneakerhead, like, you gotta have, like, because growing up in the 90s, like, those are like definitive shoes.
Oh, absolutely.
Other than the Jordans.
The Diamond Turks. You got the Deion Sanders. You got the Junior Seau's.
Yeah, the King Griffeys.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
And the thing is that, like, with the King Griffeys is that the King Griffeys were definitely a sought after pair of shoes.
Yes.
I just don't like what they've done to them recently.
Yes,
because they become Foot Locker delights. And it's just like
that's a good one. I like that. One Locker Delights.
One point in time, they were definitely like they were doing numbers. It's like the Bo Jacksons and everything. Like it was something that you wouldn't mind. Like, oh man, okay, cool. I like your shoes. I like your Griffies. But it's like the last few years, they've kind of like they did to them what they were attempting to do with the foam posits at one point. And it was another shoe we were the up tempos where we were happy that they started to slow down on those, but they were just really ODing on those. And I just hope that they go on ahead and figure out how to maintain some type of integrity behind the Griffies before they like really it goes too far.
Yeah. Before they go, my opinion, before they go to shits.
Yeah, exactly. But bonus episode coming soon. Big Chubs. We're gonna go on ahead and go through all of those.
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely. All right, it's about that time. Gonna go ahead and go check the ROM. So first up, we starting off with Marco Plus, Southside Villain, and this one really kind of.
What did it do for you, man?
It kind of threw me off because it threw me off. It threw me off because I never heard of this guy before. Never. Yeah,
it's like, what did it do for you? It kind of threw me off. I'm glad you was honest about that because that shit threw me off too. I was like, okay, but I gave it a chance, and honestly, the production on here was really cool. Like, I thought the production was really smooth. Definitely coming out of Atlanta, he's one of the. You can tell that he's definitely
a spitter.
He's a spitter, but he's up and coming.
Yes.
So I would like to really table him with my playlist and revisit him in a couple of years when he develops more of experience.
Absolutely.
What I'm getting right now in being offbeat for some people is a thing, and they're able to do it because G Herbo has just definitely made a whole brand out of it. And it's like it just goes, like they had this thing with G Herbo where they were like, G Herbo, to the producer, hey, my beat, my rhyme done. It's like, nigga, I haven't even sent you the beat yet. That kind of deal. But and there's some of them that actually has the finesse of being the luxury, I should say, of being able to have that skill to be off beat. In this case, I just wasn't really too much of a fan of it. Mm-hmm. However, whoever did the production behind this, they really went out. And even with what he was saying, it wasn't horrible. It was just a point of he was almost like 5 seconds just completely off. And I get it, but I'm not at that point right now.
I feel it.
At that point, I felt like, give me my wine and my Isley Brothers. Like, turn this shit off. Like, that's what I was gathering. But like I said, the production, and I would like for everybody, of course, whatever review we give you guys, I always just really highly encourage you guys all to still go ahead and listen and get your own opinion on it.
Yeah, you might like
resonate for you, but like I said, the South Side Villain LP by Marco Plus, for me, it was more production. The bars were there. They were just 5 seconds ahead. The bars were in the future.
It was only like, for me, out of this whole LP, only took one song from it, and it was Painkiller. I definitely enjoyed that though, but I'm with you on that. Everything what you said, like, I want to see some more growth from him. They say he got a catalog, so maybe I would go back and check out the catalog. But
I don't know if I want to go back. I want to go forward, baby. I want to see what the future looking like. But I did see he had a song on there with our guy Grip.
And that one was alright though. So I mean, you guys want to check it out, go ahead and check it out. Marco Plus.
Give us a little bit of the song that you like.
The only one song.
Yeah, one song. The only. We didn't talk so much shit. We gotta give something. Okay. Give a compliment sound.
Okay. Like what you said, I like the production, but
mindful of stress.
I've been
smoking a lot to cope with a lot, loading the clock because I'm paranoid.
And I felt like he was on beat on this one.
I'm ready for it. I say my prayers before I leave the crib and watch where I'm going. Make sure I'm knowing where the evil is. It's funny how I found God so close to where my demons live. I've been on some fucking world shit. I just might keep the kid. I was out in Cali doing shows just trying to be legit. I keep a split for the drama. I'm calmer when the reefer lit. Meditating while medicating.
Yeah, that one was smooth.
And let's not miss the fact that Kendrick Lamar had the greatest album of all year, and the fact that Freddie Gibbs is ranking second because I can't get that motherfucker off my playlist. I can't stop playing it. Have you been stuck on that Freddie Gibbs?
No, yeah, I went honestly. to be real with you, I actually played both of them motherfuckers this week. I was playing Freddie. Right. I was playing Freddie. Then right after Freddie, I went to Mr. Morale. Like,
those they going neck and neck right now. Not neck and neck. You know, it's easy, hands down. On we all know what it is. But that Freddie Gibbs, I'm not gonna stop talking about that probably until 2023. the clock strikes 2023.
No, yeah,
that motherfucker's a masterpiece.
No, yeah, it is. All right, moving on. This one I actually enjoyed. This one.
Yes.
Yes, Armani Caesar, The Liz 2. You know, Griselda, you can't lose with them, man. And it's like every time when I hear her flow, like she's getting better and better and better.
Absolutely. She's definitely giving me, like I know we got it, The Liz, but she's giving Foxy vibes.
Oh, yeah, sure. Absolutely.
She's giving all the Foxy vibes, and I hate really comparing artists, but in some cases we have to do that.
Just in case. They come from somewhere.
Just in the sense of, giving someone, if I had to give a description for all my hip hop heads. But yeah, again, I really enjoyed this as well. I enjoyed the Paula Deen. I like the Diana the Paula Deen with Westside Gun, the Diana with Kodak Black, and then I like that
Paula Deen. It set the whole tone for the album. This set the whole tone.
Hey yo. Hey yo, all up on my clit, just kiss it. Y'all a bunch of broke ass bitches. Came up in the game in the 4, 5, 6. Say them VVS is why them shits ain't hitting. Potty trained bitch shitting. Why they gossiping? I run up my ditches. Back in the kitchen, better bitches.
Then like what you said right after that, Diana with Kodak Black.
Oh, cause Kodak, man, I'm telling you, I was in a grocery store. I'm like, damn, I shouldn't be this hard. I shouldn't be going this hard in the grocery store. I'm in the produce section. It's like, okay, let me turn this shit on. But that between that and then that $100 hiccup with her and Benny, like, and Stove God Cooks, like that motherfucker, like they really put out the stops on this one, and she came out. She definitely came to the level because I know when you have such an amazing team around you, especially when you're surrounded by men, it's really difficult to for some to hold their weight. But she did that on this project, and also a thing that I appreciated was them incorporating the Benny interviews on him, just like giving her props and giving her flowers in the sense of I witnessed her growth, and she's not just here because she's a pretty face and she's just a girl that calls herself spitting. No, she really has that skill, and she established that on this project. So
no, yeah, absolutely,
I enjoyed it
absolutely, and then just seeing the names of the tracks. So
that's what I was just about to say. The Meth and Mary, First Wives Club.
Mel Gibson.
Man, Diana. And then incorporating it with the concept of it, being Liz Taylor and incorporating the Liz Taylor interviews in it also. Because that's one of the things, it's a nod to just femininity as well in the sense of, the quote unquote boss bitch energy and all of that. So, hey, I feel as though that she did her shit on this album. I don't,
Oh, no, yeah, she definitely did, though. So, I recommend you guys listen to this. Armani Caesar, you won't be disappointed. Y'all always crying, complaining, and talking about there ain't no female spitters. Here you go.
Yeah,
Here you go.
There you go.
And you're welcome.
And it's not all,
Yeah,
I'm gonna bleed your bank account and I'm gonna get flued out and all that, and not minimizing that because there's a time and place for everything.
Right,
but it just wasn't here at this.
Yeah,
place,
it wasn't. So yes, Armani Caesar, The Liz, Part 2. All right, next up.
The father of dogs, the dogs of all fathers, correct?
Woo, Gangsta Grill, Snoop Dogg. I still got it. Jesus Christ, that's all I'ma say. For a nigga to be in his 50s, to be born it up like this? What?
Yeah, and I think that the album was really it was very befitting. It was very fitting for the amount of skill that he gave. The I Still Got It. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was really the one. That was the best title that they could have ever gave it.
Oh man.
It's like that. I could just imagine a nigga in the booth and it's like, man, I still got it.
Right. Then from
I was 21 when I started Gangsta Girls.
You sang it off like this.
I still got it.
I'm from 21st Street. 21st? Yeah. 21st.
Me and Dog got about 21 takes together alone.
Yeah, 21st. I'm
DJ Drama.
21st Street. 21st.
Hey, Drama been in his bags lately.
He's been working.
21st. I'm from
LONGBEACH. All these niggas and all these hoes in here, somebody gon' get fucked.
You know what's so funny? I'm related. I just heard today earlier that Snoop Dogg smokes over 150 joints a day.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, I don't know how that man's walking around. It's like it's like he has the whole blunt roller, joint roller on staff, but it's like this nigga just has a whole joint genie. Like, just pops out of like with. I'm like, damn, nigga.
That's crazy. You go from 21 First Street.
But maybe he's tapped into something that we don't know about. Smoking 150 joints away might keep the Alzheimer's away. I don't know. Whatever it is. I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something for him. But this album was amazing. I really enjoyed damn near every track. I like the No Half 7, the Dave East collaborations were amazing. We had Corrupt on there.
This one way, like what you said. Dave East and Corrupt. God bless it, then. But I can hear Nipsey all over this with all of them together. This was hard.
Niggas so impressed by other niggas' reps, but the thing you know best is where the tech is kept. Cause you can get jacked on sight if you ain't precise. Figure 4 fist fights, make the homies take flight.
Take off on you like I ain't going to work today. Most of your favorite rappers pussy, I know it hurt to say. My mama told me hold my brother down cause she was working late. My cousin turned Muslim the minute he beat that murder claim all around the world.
I don't know, but he delivers. He delivers.
Man. Yeah, man.
He really does.
Man, y'all better stop playing with Dave East and put some respect on that man's name.
They definitely do need to put some respect on Dave East.
Like, for real. Y'all stop playing with him.
And also go buy a shirt from the deli while you're at it.
Yes, for real though. But Gangsta Grills, I still got it. That just lets you know, I feel like the way he was flowing on this, that upcoming missionary, I think they're going to do it.
Especially if we get the Dre production, because don't get me wrong about DJ Drama, but it's going to be a whole different animal once we get him and Dre together. That's going to be fucking, I cannot wait.
Oh, no, yes, absolutely. All right, next up and last on the list, this one. Woo-wee. Shush. It gave me... Took me back to...
It took you back to 05?
Summer of 2005 when I graduated high school.
Mindset, goals. It's up, we just get the walk, nigga. Hoes is hoes. Pink slips in the D's, yeah, we live for those. Lube them up with the grease, like a Mykonos.
Like, he gave us that thug motivation that all of it.
And what I enjoyed about the project is that he also displayed growth.
Yes.
And the fact that he, and one of the things I seen kind of unrelated to the project, but somewhat related to the project because he was doing an interview, is the fact that Jeezy said for his birthday, he doesn't buy, chains or anything like that. He buys a new property every year for his birthday.
Yes, I heard that too. Yes.
That's definitely commendable. And I always love when artists go past, like, it's one thing to actually talk about, a life you lived and go back and kind of relish on it. But the fact that he can still articulate his growth right now, I thought that was really commendable.
Yes.
And, because we clearly know he's not the same guy.
Oh, no, yes, absolutely.
The growth is really on the project. It's that's what it is. And then the production from DJ Drama and how well they complemented each other. Like you said, I just got all of the 2005 feels for sure.
Oh, man. From the intro, this, bruh.
I've been getting this in the 6th grade. Let me see if some of y'all can relate.
Blue and red lights, loaded looking like some headlights. Come a trap out the bakery.
Yes, with a greasy.
I've been getting this in the 6th grade. Water whipping on the best out. BBS, jet and water stone. Type of shit that make you stick your chest out.
Another one of my favorite was this Street Cred. Yeah, Street Cred.
Yeah, I like that one too.
City blocks that is. Now they talk about our shit on Pennsylvania Avenue. Nigga, every street in America know who we are.
Came from in the mix with 36. Pockets full with dirty kicks. Weighing up the ounces. And I swear we had like 36. Diamond in the rough. Yeah, you see that boy them glowed up.
And then I don't know why, but this one been on repeat for me lately. I ain't gonna hold you. It gave me like that like taking a sample from like some 80s, like some 80s shit from like.
I got that one. I got that one too.
Yeah, I was like, this one did it for me. I was like,
Let's go. I ain't gonna hold you. Feel like I got the world on my shoulder. Remind me of weighing up them boulders. Catch me in that all white thing, chilling at the red light, top down.
You know what's so funny, alright? So me and my boy Ace, we were in a car and we heard this song, and my nigga was like, "Who'd he make this song for?" And I was like, "I don't know." We was trying to place like who he made that song for, and now we know he made it for you, Steve.
Hey.
No, cause I'm with it. Hey. You hear your soda, baby?
Yes.
Oh shit! Hey, no, but that shit definitely gave Sada Baby vibes, like for sure.
Oh
sure.
yeah,
I love it. But yeah, that was that new Young Jeezy. Well, actually, see, he's just going by Jeezy. I'm going backwards right now. This man is moving forward. He is just Jeezy.
Yes.
So yes, we got the Jeezy and the DJ drama Snowfall. So if you haven't checked it out, please do. But this actually takes us in and move us into, this is actually a double entendre because if you don't know, now you know with the Snowfall. And if you don't know, now you know. This is our segment where we get into an artist and reacquaint you with someone that you may know. And if you haven't known, here you go. If you don't know, now you know. It's pretty self-explanatory. But the artist of this week right now, who we got, Steve? We got DT702.
Yes, coming from the city. Vegas native. Been an MC. Up on the rise where he is pretty much doing a lot of TikToks. He doing videos where he letting people rap on there with him. And like for me, I actually like a little bit of his flows. I get like the feel of like a mixture of a little bit of crit, a little bit of soul, a little bit of Kendrick. Just pretty much, I consider him like one of them backpack rappers.
Okay, that's really dope. I listened to the song earlier this week, and it's really dope because of the fact that I love this segment. This is actually one of my favorite segments of our show, just simply because we get to highlight artists that's really pushing through.
Oh, no, yeah,
and
absolutely.
What I liked about his side is that we have so many people where, especially being in Las Vegas, where everybody wants to be from somewhere else.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So, and how can you ever break through that door representing something else? So it's just being yourself. So I like the fact that he is from 702 and the music is available here on Apple. And give him a little bit of that, keep the same energy, that latest single.
Oh, no, yes, absolutely. On Apple and on Tidal.
Yes. Trying to give the Jeezy kind of,
Yeah.
What's up next? I didn't need your respect. Talk humble, move humble, and vote you blessed. I'm independent, it's been away for a long minute. Made my own juice in the kitchen, don't need your permission. I am who I am as a given. I gifted and rapping, no ribbon was passive aggressive. I knew better, this passion progressive. And sure my endeavors, I travel, unravel my image and way that it's covered to prove I'm above the devil with all the hate.
So again, if you guys are looking for our guy, it's DT702. That's his tag on Instagram. The track that we just played is Keep That Energy. And he's been doing it for some time now, right, Steve?
Yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Just out there like grinding, like and not afraid to like, to be himself. And even just when he does his shows, he's running up and down the aisles, interacting with the crowd. So love the energy too when I seen it on his social media, him doing his shows and everything though. So yes, and if you
don't know, now you know.
Need to check that out. So now let's go into it.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classic.
All right. This is Nikki's pick.
Yes. Guilty as charged.
Yes. It is February 25th, 2003.
Yes.
The debut of the world famous
Little Brother. Yes.
Fonte.
Big Pooh. Ninth Wonder.
Let's go.
Yes. As Steven gave us that warm introduction, I said Big Brother. Little Brother. That man, I swear, well, actually, it's really Big Brother because that's who really introduced me to Little Brother. My big brothers, Keith, Jeff, Will, this was just, they were real instrumental of laying this out for me. And this album right here just laid down that foundation of reawakening my love for hip hop. because Little Brother came at a time where we getting so much of the oversaturation of just the common, you know, it wasn't no problem, but, you know, especially being in high school, you seeing the Crash the Party, you getting all of this step in,
the hood
all of that, you getting all of that, you getting the fucking Fab, you're getting It's My Party, you getting all of that, and it's nothing wrong with that. But this is what really like just took me back to just all of that soulful feels from basically like, and they really said it. It was Little Brother was one of those groups where they let you know off bat they're not getting love in their hometown. They're letting you know off bat that, you know, we're here to restore hip hop, dope lyrics, soulful beats, and just the production. I feel as though that they were just really they were right where we needed at that moment, but they were truly ahead of their time, and they ushered in and they set they brought out so many other artists. We had Legacy, we had the Away Team, we had fucking Sky Zoo was also came from their tree. We had all of the Ninth Wonder production that he did with Buckshot of Black Moon. We have like
Rhapsody came
also from, and then just the Justice League in general. And once Ninth broke out and started doing production with everybody else, it was just like they really are here to stay. But hearing like just seeing the transition of Little Brother from going from The Listening, which is the album right now that we're going into, and I just got to give you guys a little bit of that Speed there,
Speed
because that was
fine.
one of my favorite songs. I was really like in my car on my way to my call center job at like 5 a.m, and this fucking song, I would play this song every fucking time on my way to my job, because he started off another data face. Sharecropping in his paper chase, you know, like it's just, and it's like looking at my alarm clock. It spoke everything to me. Then we also had the oh man, I'm sorry, I'm just saying mine, but it's like the Away From Me, where basically like we got the intro on this one, but just how soulful that is, where we have the open letter from Big Pooh to his brother, and it was just like, oh my god, if you get that, if you hear that, and you don't really feel just the story behind it, and it's just like, you know, you guys already know what this album is, but if you guys can't get into that, to the listening,
something wrong with you.
It's just, we just a lost cause at this point. It's just maybe it like, and they said it right there, you niggas ain't listening. It's
and then
they had that fucking P Rock and CL Smooth sample right there, that Reminisce.
Nah, man, I got some fond memories of this too. You know, getting out of high school and used to take the bus. Me and my boy Pernell, shout out to my boy Pernell, used to take the bus from the north all the way to the east, and I would just blast this in my Walkman as we're going traveling to the east, so we could go practice with a couple of our crewmates in our first crew at that time called Dropping Knowledge. So I mean, like this carries some weight for me too as well. So when you had picked this, I was like, this is what we're doing.
This is what we're doing. Which you know is actually, I'll go ahead and say this is one of my first picks, my first classic corners that even came out in the 2000s. But I had to I was like, you know what? It's about time, because Little Brother, I feel as though it doesn't get the praise and doesn't get the amount of attention, doesn't get the acknowledgement, doesn't get the flowers that they really deserve.
Absolutely.
And just even down to like Fonte with Nicolay and Foreign Exchange, and just everything that came, that was a fruit from that tree. Like I said, like we had Crisis, we had just so much that came from the Justice League, and just going from the Listening to Chitlin Circuit to going to the Minstrel Show. We got Joe Scudder. Like it was just so much,
man,
and I'm getting the chills just thinking about it, because all of that just really paved the way for just like, again, my reintroduction to hip hop, because it was always there, and we had Common dropping Come Closer and all of that. But we got to also keep in mind, this was really at the time where 106 and Park was running absolutely everything.
Yeah,
and as
really
you know,
was.
these guys were not being played on 106 and Park. So it's one of those things. I would come in contact with people that would be from North Carolina, be from Raleigh, and I'm like, yeah, one of my favorite groups is from out there. And they're like, who? Like Little Brother. And they're like, who the fuck is that? You know, and I run into the same situation when I come in contact with certain people from Detroit, and I start mentioning Elzai, Slum Village, and fucking Danny Brown, Jay Dilla, and all that, and they just like
crazy. And Jay Dilla been around since the 90s,
and it's wild, but it's a certain. It's like when you come in, it's so many subcultures within the culture, and we can't ignore that. Mm-hmm. But one of the things, like I said, Little Brother, it just really it's real. Like it's difficult in some cases to even speak on them because like I really. Like the way my brothers and the type of emotions that go with this project is on the way that they introduced it to me, and rest in peace to my brother Jeff again, and we love you, man. Like this is just it's a salute to hip hop. I had the opportunity to see them at Brooklyn Bowl, and if you guys haven't been to Brooklyn Bowl here in Las Vegas, or if you guys are fortunate to have a Brooklyn Bowl in your city, definitely check out the shows there. Fucking the chicken is amazing. Fuck, we missed that.
You was really a chicken connoisseur.
You know what? I kind of am. And if it wasn't disrespectful, I would have even allowed you to call me a chicken head, but it's disrespectful.
No, so I'm not calling you a chicken head.
Right,
you're not a chicken head.
Right. No, but it's like I really do. I love it. So yes, definitely the Brooklyn Bowl, man. Like that's one of my favorite things about going to their shows. I know we missed the Action Bronson there.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. We did though.
But a lot of shit was going on, so it just is what it is. And more shows to come. But again, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to express my gratitude to not only Little Brother, 90 Wonders production, and just like just a nod to hip hop, and expressing that because I know that there's somebody somewhere that feels me and understands. Aside from you and I,
right.
Another Double Entendre because you and I is one of my favorite groups also, but that just really has that same level of appreciation. So again, like feel good to be back. Thank you guys for your patience. Nothing but infinite love and gratitude. And yeah, man, we here, and more to come.
Yes, because we out here selling rhymes like dimes, like my boy MF Doom. Rhymes like dimes.
Rhymes like dimes.
Yes, but I loved your pick and everything though, and it was fun doing this with you back in this place and in this space once again though. But once again, y'all can follow us on our social media, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. You fuck with us, leave a comment. You don't fuck with us, leave a comment.
Yeah.
Yes, like for real. And on our audio platforms, Apple, Google, SoundCloud, Podbean, Spotify. And go ahead and follow us on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Leave comments, show love. You know what I'm saying? So, we only going up from here on out from here though. So, we're going to continue to give you all that good stuff like, for the culture and by the culture within hip hop culture.
And again, huge shout out to Taupe, that bonus episode. Make sure y'all tap in on that.
Yes.
This is Nikki B and I'm signing off.
Yes, and this your boy Skeetersteve. Lace Rums, we out.
Peace.